everyone for joining us, and some of you guys have joined us at very late notice, and really appreciate that. I just want to go around the room and do quick intros in case our community doesn't know who's who. I think you guys know who I am. I think you guys know Joseph as well. He's talked to you quite a lot, and Martin. But perhaps other guys on the call. Mike, do you want to do a quick intro about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Quick intro. I am Mike Miglio. I'm the founder of DN, and I'm a season 1 contestant on the CryptoKnights show.
Dennis?
What's up, guys? I'm Dennis. I'm the CEO and founder of Bitvala, hailing from Germany, and I also was on the first season, or will be, or we don't know.
Oh, you're definitely on the season.
All right.
John?
Hey everyone, I'm John, the co-founder of PlayEmber out of London right now, and yeah, also very excited to be on season 1.
And finally, we have Sam.
Hi everyone, Sam Spate. I am the CEO and founder of Reality Jam, publishers of the AI Jam service, which is proudly featured on season 1 of CryptoKnights. And yeah, thanks very much for having me today, guys.
Cool. Thanks everyone for being here. I want to kick this off kind of looking back on the journey a little bit, because I know everybody's keen to know when the show is coming out and what's coming up ahead, but a lot of people don't realize how much we have actually achieved in a very, very short time frame. And if I look back, we're entering April now, we're in March at the moment. If I look back to March last year, honestly, we didn't have a single project lined up for the show. We didn't have a panel of investors. We didn't have celebrities. We didn't have funding. We were right at the very beginning. This was like, it was still germinating in my head, and I was developing ideas on what the show might be. And sure, we had put a few things out there in terms of what kind of show it'll be, but there's a lot of detail to be worked out. And if I kind of fast forward, it's been an amazing journey for us in producing CryptoKnights. To get an A-list celebrity in season 1, to get A-list investors in season 1 is a phenomenal achievement. Which, I've been in television for over 20 years, and it is pretty rare to pull that off, especially as an independent production company. If you're not a massive studio, then it's not an easy feat. So I'm super proud of what we have achieved as a team. And we were extremely selective about the projects that would appear on our show. So you gentlemen that are here today represent a handful of those projects, but you guys are the best of the best out there in crypto, and that's why we chose you to be on this journey with us. And it's the beginning of the journey. It's by no means is it the end. And if I kind of look at other things, the show was funded primarily through the Ritestream platform, and this was meant to be a proof of concept for Ritestream itself in helping creators achieve their dreams and bringing those to life. And we've done that. We've done that. We have proven that the business model works. And Ritestream, we've gone on from a humble beginnings, and the platform itself has evolved in amazing ways in a watch to earn, watch to win platform, which it wasn't before. And that journey has really taken shape as well. And that's been a massive achievement for us in the last 12 months as well. And we've experienced phenomenal growth in the platform, growth in viewership figures, growth in engagement. Even the way the platform operates today, the look and feel, everything is, it's very polished. And I keep calling it, and this is my vision, that it's the Netflix of blockchain. That's what we're building with Ritestream. And so it will be. We will achieve that vision. We will be on par with someone like Netflix. In fact, even better, because it's transparent. It empowers the community, it empowers the creators like nobody else has or can. So that's kind of a journey. And now when I kind of look at where we are today, the show is finished production. We have literally got the last episodes in the can now from post-production as well. And I'll tell you what, guys, the show is looking absolutely phenomenal. You know, the production quality and in the process of getting it onto a network, you know, we've talked to a lot of different networks and got feedback, and every single one of them have said that, wow, this is world class. You know, it's on par with something that Netflix would produce, something that Amazon would produce. And so we are extremely proud of that achievement. And I do want to thank our cast, key cast members, because, you know, without guys like Mike, Dennis, Sam, John, the show wouldn't be possible. It's like we would not have what we have created. So thank you all, because it takes a lot of time, a lot of commitment, and you know, thank you for believing in us, because when we talked to you, there was nothing. You know, it was pretty much an idea, and we brought this to life, and you've been part of that journey. So we really appreciate your support in that journey as well. Joseph, do you have any thoughts to add?
Yeah, I mean, I think the main focus of today was to talk about that big announcement, you know, the release date, right? Uh, I know a lot.
Not yet. Tease him a bit more.
Okay, yeah, we're coming to that, guys. We're coming to that, guys. I mean, you're not going to mention the streaming platform, so no mention of the streaming platform, just in case anyone gets any smart ideas. You know, you can't mention it yet, so that keep quiet first. But yeah, we'll lead up to that. It's been a while coming. It's been a lot of work. There have been like so many challenges. This being season one, and we had a great time with John and Dennis and Sam and Mike and the rest of the contestants when we were filming. Still etched in my memory. I think we all became really close friends since then. Always been in touch. A lot of things have happened since then, you know, and like I said, what Riaz was saying, this is really like has been one of the most challenging things I have experienced in my life. I've always been with big companies before, like, you know, and they're always well funded, so life was easy. You know what I'm saying? You can go through things, and there's always money. Like when I was with Xbox, there's always money. Right? You don't have to worry, right? You can always throw money at the problem. But you know, being Web3 and being startup and all that, right? And being an unknown brand. I mean, when we went everywhere else, nobody's heard of CryptoKnights. Nobody's heard of this is the first show, right? It's not like season one, season two has been around. It's like something completely new. And to convince people to come and work with us, to convince the contestants to come on the show was one thing, right? You know, and yeah, it was just a crazy journey. And I'm glad we're finally here. You know, really looking forward to what's ahead now. I mean, the hard work has really been behind us now. Now, of course, I think there's harder work ahead because we're thinking now how to grow bigger, better, stronger, and how to really expand this in a big way.
And I think that's a great point, Joseph. Look, we're looking to build an amazing ecosystem. We're launching a podcast series shortly as well, guys.
Mhm.
And the whole idea behind the podcast series is to go deeper into crypto, to actually go deeper into each of our projects as well, so that we can really shine the light. And my mission is to support everyone that's been on this journey, and especially you guys that are on this journey with us in the show on an ongoing basis, so that we want to see you succeed, and we want to be able to come back in a couple of seasons and say, look, yeah, here they are now. It's like, you know, they're billion-dollar companies, and we found them. That's where we want to be.
No pressure, guys. No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting. I'm going to free flow it a little bit. Maybe I can hear a little bit about your experience, how you felt being on this journey with us on CryptoKnights. And John, do you want to share some ideas and thoughts?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think it's been a well, it wasn't on my bucket list. Let's put it this way. Right? I remember coming up to when you were sort of auditioning and meeting everyone before Token last year. Just had no idea what I was involved from, but I think when the team came to London to film the sort of pre-production content and kind of calls with Sam, the producer, I think that was eye-opening and just great learning about what you were building here and your ambitions for the project. And I think really learning, from Sam, who's directed some huge shows, right? Things like Survivor and Shark Tank, and all of you at Ritestream, these amazing shows you've been behind. I think trying to get out of this crypto bubble and get into your minds of who you're building this show for, and then the opportunity for all of us as contestants. So I think filming that was great. And yeah, I mean, you'll have to, I don't know what we can and can't talk about, but obviously filming this was just an unbelievable experience. I mean, one, just being around other entrepreneurs and just living that alongside them. The crew were just unbelievable. The set, I mean, I've never been on anything like that in my life. There is another show that we won't talk about that I've seen their set, but the set for this looks and feels like something that should be on a major streaming platform. It was unbelievable.
And guess what? We will be.
Yeah. And and also just then being able to understand the thankless tasks the crew and the producer and everyone had behind the scenes with all the local labor laws and the like 1 a.m. messages about who's on the next day. So, I mean, look, I think for us, it's been an amazing experience. We're very excited about the show coming out. But I think, as Joseph mentioned, one of the nicest things is like some of the friendships we have from the show. That for me is like as good as being on the show itself. And yeah, just still catching up and now having, other founders just to kind of live through what it's like building a business in crypto. But yeah, really, really excited for this to finally come out and see what happens.
Thanks, John. Guys out there, do you have other thoughts to share? Sam, Dennis, anybody, please?
I'll definitely second that bucket list thought. When we were first introduced, it was like a little bit of a what the hell moment. It's a very ambitious target that you guys set for yourself, and being startups, you kind of are used to taking risks and to do maybe something people haven't done before, and just the opportunity to travel across the globe and to be part of this, with unannounced nights. So we didn't even know who we were pitching to. We didn't know, we'd never met in person. And so basically we just took a leap of faith. We had an amazing time filming with you, and same as when Sam, who's an amazing director, came to Prague to film the Bvala teaser. That's when we really thought, okay, this is probably going to work out. So amazing people and with a good eye for detail. And when we saw the set, Joseph, you're basically in the set right now. Seeing that for the first time, that really blew us away. Even the backstage looked amazing, like super nice. But it was 3-4 days of filming. Probably you guys ran on very little sleep. But that's just startup life. And now I'm super excited after these few months to hopefully see myself pitch to whoever, wherever, whenever. And I guess that's up for you to announce.
Hey, you're going to be you're going to be very famous very, very soon.
That's what I'm doing this for. And if it hadn't worked out, I mean, then I would just added it to my bucket list and crossed it off immediately, and that's that.
At least you did the journey. And I do want to give a shout out to Sam Gulistani. He's my executive producer. He's not here today with us, but Sam's worked with me for, I think, about 17 years, and we have made some amazing shows. We've walked down the red carpet, got Emmy Award nominations, does all kind of things, and it's been incredible journey working with Sam as well. And we'll probably try and get him on one of the next AMAs as well to share more of that behind the scenes experience that we've had. Mike, Sam, do you have any comments to add as well?
Yeah, I guess I'd like to just, sort of give some props to your team. I've been around TV for 2 decades in various forms. Won't drop names or titles here, but yeah, I've seen my fair share of TV productions. And it was just clear to see that you guys were like creating the mold on the ground in Malaysia. And there was just such an artful approach to the production build and to the management process on your side under what at times are obviously challenging conditions. And I think the first season of a reality TV series is always a huge challenge. You are authoring the production process from scratch in many ways because of the fact that reality TV productions are so oddly shaped. It's so weird. Process of exploration in real time, discovery almost that's going on, as you're doing it. And I thought the way that your team, particularly, the executive side, Joseph and the other guys on the exec side, just kind of rose to that challenge and knocked the ball out of the park was inspiring for me, and it was inspiring to kind of be a part of that process. But it was so much more visceral and so much more like enlivening than so many other kind of big budget TV productions that I've been close to in the past. I mean, I've worked with MTV and Down in years gone by, and a little bit like Joseph was saying, in some of his former sort of incarnations, professionally speaking, it's some scenarios where you have a lot more resources and a lot more funding and a lot more sort of a cash pad to fall back on. The process is mundane, perhaps even a little bit banal in some ways. There's this kind of sort of tried and true methodology that sort of can sometimes take the magic out of what happens, particularly around the sort of the authoring, the sort of the realization of the first state of something like CryptoKnights. Just a fantastic, awesome, but also kind of crazy, but crazy cool.
It is crazy, It's making a show, any kind of show, it is a crazy journey, especially because
startups are by their very nature, you have the essence and soul and spirit of a startup,
and every show is a startup. Every season of a show is a startup, literally.
I mean, we're all startup founders and we all live the startup grind. So I mean, certainly for me, it was inspiring to see you guys kind of, push your way through, force your way through, and come out the other end with something beautiful and awesome and amazing. Bravo.
Thank you, Mike. Anything from you, mate?
For sure, couldn't agree more, and I'll try to say things that other people didn't already say. But definitely, from my experience, an expert level production. I've never been on a TV show or helped film one before, but like you guys were coordinating videographers from across the world in different cities, meeting other people to do their interviews, and then you had the studio for a certain number of days, but you built this crazy beautiful set like in 2 or 3 days, and from zero to everything so fast. And I think the other cool thing that you guys had to deal with, but you did obviously very well, is that not just the judges, but the entire cast are relatively important, very busy people, and difficult to manage and difficult to schedule all the stuff they have going on, and all these people. It's not like a reality TV show where it's like a dating show and everyone has like nothing better to do but be there, right? This is like a bunch of people with really high standards and not much time, and asking all these difficult questions, and the team managed that really, really well. I think it must have been at least 30 people that you guys had to juggle, and it worked out so well, and everything was finished on time, and it's going to be great, and it looks so good. I saw the previews; everything looks amazing. So super excited.
Thanks, guys. I deeply appreciate your comments and your feedback as well. I think it's really fulfilling for me to hear because I'm often so engrossed in what we do in the art of creating that you don't take the time to look back and say, "Wow, we did that." But it is together that we achieve it. It's like without you guys, it wouldn't be possible, like I said before. And if I look ahead to what's coming, right? And I know a lot of the community are keen, they're curious. When is the show launching and what's going to happen? And I do want to share that we want to do things right, and if the timing is everything in business, in the markets, in crypto, you name it. And we have been very careful in structuring our deals. We've been careful in the timing when we actually launch the show. And we feel that, and so does our network partner, that May would be a good time frame for us to be on air. We feel that market conditions will be better. Also, we're looking to do a fair bit of promotion around Token 2049 that's happening towards the end of April. So we're looking to time the release of the show along with that, literally, for early May. And I think this is what people have been wanting to hear. And I know you guys have been wanting to hear. You've been there for in a months and months with us on this journey. So I think it's even more important to you than anybody else out there that this gets out there, and this actually will help promote each of your projects as well. So we've got a marketing machine that's been activated now. We're going to have PR. There's going to be a nice ramp up period from here on till the launch in early May. And I'm super excited about that. We're looking to host an event as well at Token 2049. Plans are still in development. And if any of you guys are going to be in town, then do let us know. We would love to host you at that event as well. Martin, do you have any feelings, thoughts to share? I know you've been deep in the Ritestream world, but love to get your thoughts as well.
Yeah, now I've been mostly focused on the Ritestream, as everybody knows, but it's been absolutely amazing seeing what the team pulled off from CryptoKnights. I think, like you said, when I got involved early last year, it was just an idea on paper. And now seeing the quality of the show, the quality of contestants, the quality of nights that we have, the partnerships we're discussing behind the scenes and everything else, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Coming from, like Joseph, from large companies, it's absolutely amazing working here and how quickly we move and how quickly we get things done. So I can't wait to see the whole show air.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are 4,500 people with us right now listening in.
Wow. Team, I love you guys out there. Thanks for joining. This is super exciting. And it's just the beginning, right? Look, this is a journey. So we've done this journey. The CryptoKnights show idea, I had that almost 3 years ago. Even before Ritestream was launched, it was already a germ of an idea. In fact, some of the investors that came into Ritestream, they believed in it so much that they actually doubled down on the investment when they first came in. So everybody knew this was going to be huge from day one. And my dream has been, how do we use entertainment to bring the next billion people into crypto? And I believe CryptoKnights is the way to do that, literally. And so the next evolution of this journey is in the coming weeks as the show goes to air, then the podcast series, and I'm going to invite you guys on that as well as guests to share your experiences, but also your thoughts and views on where we are in crypto, because my mission is to introduce real authenticity into the space and to encourage the real projects, the next Amazon of the world that's going to be on blockchain, the next Netflix, that's actually us, but anyway, I'll encourage us to do that. But that's the vision, right? It's like when Web2 took off, then all of these companies like your Amazons, Netflix, etc., were germs of an idea. They were just at the very early stages, and then they became who they are today, worth hundreds of billions or trillions of dollars. And I believe that, right now I'm in a room full of people that would, and I definitely hope you will achieve exactly that kind of success in the coming years. And I'm looking forward to that journey.
Also, Riaz, like on a scale from 5 to 7, how proud are you really of what you did there? Like, can you really take a week and just look back at all the emails and all the calls and all the places that you went and really fathom that this insane idea actually worked out.
I know it's crazy, right? It's like there are days that I go, wow, it actually happened. It's a reality. It's like, and I sit and watch every episode multiple times, right? I watch it through the rough cuts and the fine cuts and through color grading and audio, and I'm very hands-on in this process, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. But to see this kind of baby come to life, it's amazing. And now for it to grow into the next thing, right? For it to grow up and to become bigger. Now we've actually started planning for season 2. We've got a whole bunch of projects already signed up for season 2. We're looking to bring on, of course, some of our existing knights, but there's a couple of really interesting big names that we're looking to bring into season 2 as well. So the whole goal is, okay, how do we take it to the next level? And as we go into season 2, we're not going to forget the people that came with us in season 1. So we would love to be able to look back and again see where you guys are at, and continue with that journey, because I'm sure our viewers would like to see where are they now and what have they achieved, and were the investors right, were they wrong? And I think that'll be a really cool journey to follow through as well. So that's kind of my vision, and as we broadcast this show, we're going to do it on multiple platforms. Initially, of course, launching on a major streamer, but then I want to get it everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Because ultimately, it's about as many eyeballs as possible. And I've done this for a couple of decades, actually. Even the very first show that I produced, the very first show before I knew how to be a producer, I sold it to 50 countries. And we had millions of people watching it. So we kind of know how this game and how it works, and we want to be in every single market. We want every person that we can reach to touch and feel and to come into our ecosystem. And we will achieve it. It's like in my books, failure is not an option. It's like that's not even a thing.
To translate that for the community, I know they're busily decoding everything we say. The announcement for the streaming partner is just the first. Okay, it's just the beginning, right? Don't think that's the end. That's the starting point. And like what Riaz says, we want to go as far and wide as possible. Okay.
Yeah. And we've already got these building blocks in place, by the way. We don't wait. We don't do one at a time.
We gotta keep some secrets,
Oh yeah, I'm not giving everything away, but we have the blocks in place, and I know people in the communities and everything get impatient, right? Okay, when is it coming? But guys, we have to do it right, and when we do it right, this is gonna be mega. This is gonna be the biggest thing. So that's why I haven't been rushed to announce dates. I haven't been rushed to do other things, because this is for our own good. The way we execute this is for all of our own good. And all I can say is, you're in the hands of professionals. We do know what we're doing, and we've done it many times before. So you're going to have to trust us on this journey moving forward. So, looking ahead into the year, of course, we're looking at CryptoKnights Season 2 that we're planning to film, and probably late Q2, early Q3, thereabouts. And we have Pentagon Games. Hello.
Hi. Sorry,
How are you?
I didn't are busy, so I can join the show.
No. Appreciate you being here, and nice to have a lady on the call. We just have so many males in crypto. So thanks for joining.
So, just to clarify, Anna was not on the show. Emma was on the show, right?
Yes.
Yes,
But
today.
here's a teacher, right?
And I think, look, we've got a lot of the Ritestream community here, Martin. maybe you want to give some updates in terms of what's coming up on our roadmap, all the exciting things as well. I know we have focused quite heavily on CryptoKnights, and after Martin does a bit of a wraparound there, then I do want to take a minute for each of the projects that have joined us today, because I really appreciate your time, and I would like to hear from you guys, how you guys are doing, how the project is going.
Some of them have launch coming up, right?
Yeah, if you've got a launch coming up, tell our community, because we would love our community to participate in the launch as well. And so I
I've
will
been
be
spamming
asking.
it in the chat already, but more than happy to hand out the link here, and then you can officially.
Yeah, absolutely. This we are one family, so feel free. We'll.
For those who've already launched, you can just give us some updates of what's coming up, some exciting news coming up for that. Okay?
But Martin, first over to you for a quick update on Ritestream, where life in the universe is, what you see coming up in the next few months.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So those that aren't familiar with Ritestream, we're building a streaming platform. For lack of a better word, a Web3 version of Netflix. It has a watch to earn mechanic in there, so it's completely free to watch. You don't have to pay any subscriptions. All the content is there for free to watch. But it's driven by advertising, and for every advert that you watch, you get some of our RITE tokens coming back to you. So it's a very nice way to spend an evening and earn a bit of money on the side. The streaming platform is still in its early stages. We're building out a lot of functionality. The next focus is on bringing the whole watch to earn functionality on chain, and to automate everything around that. We're also going to start releasing some of the really high quality movies that we have lined up, like proper Hollywood blockbusters. So we're adding more content to the platform as we go along. And the platform is getting really, really good traction. So we're pushing 45,000 monthly active users, and we've only really launched it 3 months ago. So product market fit is definitely proven. All the key metrics are shooting up, and so we're very pleased with it all. The second part of it is Ritestream Studios, which is a crowdfunding platform for movies and shows. And of course, CryptoKnights was the first use case for this. So early last year, we raised $850,000 for CryptoKnights, which allowed us to build it out. And we're now looking at starting to build out the studio side of Ritestream properly. We already had discussions with some production houses.
Just jumping in, the budget for the show is a lot bigger than that, though.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. That was the initial fund.
That was just partial funding. Yeah.
Yes, that was just to get us going.
More, right?
Absolutely. But yeah, we already had discussions with various production houses, and they're all super keen to start crowdfunding on our platform. Some really interesting movies, one around a Bitcoin heist in Iceland. So a bit like Ocean's 11, but then based on a real story in Iceland. And some other really good ones, some really big names that we're talking to as well, like the producer that's used to do The Sopranos. So again, we're looking at when and we can start doing the first MVP fundraisers for those as well.
And Martin, do you want to mention the staking as well, because that's really, really cool?
Yes. So again, for those that aren't part of our community, you might not have heard of it, but we got a really interesting contest going on. Well, it's not a contest. It's basically we're giving away $100,000 in tokens, and the only thing that you have to do for that is buy your RITE token and stake them. We'll be releasing a dashboard for that as well in the coming weeks. So once you've staked, you can see exactly how much you're earning, and what percentage of the $100,000 airdrop is going to get allocated to you.
Very cool. Thank you, Martin. Okay, so we're gonna go over to the projects and let you guys have the stage for a little bit. So I'd like you to kind of spend 20-30 seconds telling us what the project is, because a lot of the people that are watching the show today might not have heard of you guys. And then a quick pitch if your idea is coming up or if you've already launched. But you guys are great founders, so I'll hand over to you. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. So DN stands for Decentralized Insurance Network. And the idea is that we're trying to disrupt and totally change the way the world does insurance, because insurance natively is a relatively broken industry in most countries. You need a really strong judicial system, a really fair and transparent judicial system that holds the insurance companies accountable. And if you don't have that, then your country pretty much has insurance. It's totally fraudulent and is difficult to deal with. So we've created this amazing protocol, this platform where anyone can be an insurance underwriter and anyone else can request policies and be a policy purchaser. And then when there's ever a claim, the DAO, which is all the people that hold the tokens, are incentivized to review it and vote on it and come to the correct conclusion through anonymous voting. So that's kind of in a nutshell. It's a lot more complicated than that in reality behind the scenes. But on the front end, we make it really simple for users. And we love the show, and we've put a lot of effort into the show. So our plan is to launch alongside the show. Our protocol has been ready for quite some time. But as Riaz already said, the timing is nearly everything. You have to launch when the market is right, and you have to launch with a lot of momentum. It's the biggest marketing event you can have for your protocol. I myself am a founder of a protocol before, so this is not my first time doing this. And just like Riaz is super experienced with television, I consider myself to be really experienced with crypto projects. So we're following their guidance, and we're going to be launching alongside them when they do Token 2049. So super excited for that, and you guys will see all the launch pads that we're on and have an opportunity to get involved around that.
Thank you, Mike.
Then I'll take it. I'm Dennis again, Bitvala. We're basically focusing on making Bitcoin usable. So we have a pretty strict no shitcoin policy, meaning Bitcoin centric. Trying to make it so that people can who want the upside or the downside of Bitcoin rather than stable coins, or trying to burn themselves to death with Solana and Ripple, you can stay true to their calling and the spirit and mission and vision of Bitcoin while still using it in real life. So integrating Lightning, a Visa card, self-custody. The two biggest steps, the Visa card that connects to your self-custody wallet and the MPC wallet, will come basically in close timing to the show. So that's great. And also the fundraising, which is pretty hard in B2C crypto, we're going to put into the community's hand. But again, being true to the self-custodial and meaningful way of Bitcoin in sort of in the shape of a security token, so not something that costs 0.5 cent and then we're trying to lock it up to staking or lending or leveraging or whatever. So I posted a link there in the chat. You can check that out. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in Token 2049. And I would love to be on season 2 if I had not already been on season 1, because I'm thrilled to see what you guys were cooking. I'm super excited to see the new stage, because if it gets any better than season 1, I'm just gonna ask you to delete myself from season 1 and go to season 2.
I love it. Thank you, Dennis. Who's next?
John?
Yeah, I'll jump in. So for those of you who don't know, Playember, we make mobile games, but we're really aimed at complete normies, like bringing them on chain. And kind of since the show, it's been just getting better and better. We've got 700,000 monthly active players, so real players. I prefer players, not wallets, so like real players. So very excited about that. We also have our token coming up. So we'll be breaking cover on that and talking about that a bit more soon. And just as exciting, we love making mobile games, but this is our first kind of non-gaming product as well. We're not going too far outside of the consumer realm, but the team have been working very hard on that. So that's why I'm really excited about this this launch and this discussion, because for us, I mean, like literally anyone from your nan to your niece could understand what we do and pick up and use our product. So I think being part of this journey and the exposure this is giving us is perfect, because That's always been our vision, just to make this world more inclusive, accessible, open to anyone. And I think at times that gets a bit lost in crypto. We operate in this little bubble, and you forget just. And Sam was great at coaching me on the show on how to, that's really who we're aiming at. And I think we get a bit lost on how normal consumers talk and the words that they use. They don't talk about onboarding. They don't talk about. They probably don't even know what Solana is, right? Or like meme coins. But yeah, very excited about this. Obviously, since the show, I've obviously done my fight as well. Talk about that on the show.
So how did that go? How was the fight?
It was a wild experience. Like
I watched it.
It was a bit like being on this. It was a bit like being on a reality show, like with all these pro MMA.
But somebody punching you, basically.
Yeah, it was an insane experience. I'm actually going to be doing another one later in the year once the token is out of the way. But yeah, it's like last year for me in general was just a year. There were many things that weren't on my bucket list. Some things you'll probably hear me talk about on the show. I'll probably be showing my personal journey a bit more because the show is part of that. Last year on a personal level was probably the year I was expecting. So this show was. I'm not going to talk much about it now, but I think when the film crew came to London, I think you were very sensitive to that, which I respect a lot. I want to say thank you to that because it's not an easy thing to deal with in kind of a close environment with something emotional someone's going through. Yeah. But I think you and the team did that very well.
Just to step in, the community has no idea what you're talking about, guys.
I know.
You'll find out on the episode. You'll find out.
Yes. Watch the show, people. Then you'll know what Sean's on.
It was actually supposed to be on the backstory, but it got cut out of the backstory. But it's going to be on the episode, so you'll understand what John is saying. It was amazing. I watched the fight. I was rooting for you, John. It was really late. I was so tired. Married man. I don't stay out late anymore, but I stayed out late.
I was knackered. It was like jet lag.
and you were fighting.
Yeah. Let's go to Anna. Anna, what's happening at Pentagon Games? I know you've already launched your token. Any big news coming up?
Do I need to make a quick intro, then go through?
Yes, please.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Please.
Tell us about Pentagon.
Sure. For people don't familiar with our project, we are Pentagon Games, and we are currently building a 3D ecosystem using the AI and Web3, which we can deliver to the audience via any device through their browser. So it's simple. On the line is a true IP ownership based ecosystem by the Web3, essentially by the blockchain. We are a multi-chain. Although we do have our own blockchain for curated content, and we do cooperate with the best IP out there by working with the various different other companies and the blockchains. And what's more, we do work with a lot of state-of-art Web3 technology, including the decentralized infrastructure for hosting along with the other DeFi protocols. So in a word, we are really a trembleizing company with all our core products focusing on our 3D. So we call it WebXR experience with our online blockchain. So what's cooking right now? We have two major updates. We just collaborate with Trondell. We're thrilled to have this Novatron space that's exclusively made for them. So a groundbreaking collaboration that offers a first look at our PanXR experience, our AI-powered platform for this immersive interactive experience. So if there's any projects out there want to collaborate with us, so we could help you to build this interactive experience for all kinds of projects. And we are expecting to the show to live on the TV, and also our community are looking forward to it.
Thank you, Anna. Great to meet you.
We have also the second update is our PanXR AR glass that you can use that to early preview and to see the interactive 3D experience using this amazing AR glass. And about to launch on our website.
Nice. And
Beautiful.
Well, but not the least, for sure.
Yeah.
Sam from AI Jam. What's cooking, Sam?
So if those that don't know us, AI Jam is a Web3 powered AI agent solution that empowers brands, creators, and developers to deploy humanized AI agents, whereby we actually plug the AI brain into a custom built 3D character. They're going to be deployed in a game, an app, and a website. And then these characters can be bought and sold using our native NFT marketplace. It effectively allows us to commoditize these living, breathing Web3 AI agent entities. We haven't yet launched the token of the project. We're going to do that in parallel with the launch of the show. So we'll be talking more about that in the months ahead. But since we presented on CryptoKnights, we have been furiously building out the Web3 backend that interoperates with our service. So we now have our own native fiat on-ramp, our own native liquidity pools, and LP token staking service, and our own multi-chain EVM bridge. So these are core Web3 DeFi services that interoperate with the primary AI Jam product. So furious amount of building and development work on our side to really get a world-class product that, you know, really sort of sits at the leading edge of what's going on in the AI agent world in time for the launch and the debut of this product on CryptoKnights.
Awesome. Hey guys, amazing updates. I'm really proud of what you guys are doing, and you know, I can't wait to kind of do a follow through as things evolve through the year as well. Martin, are we able to take questions from the community, or?
Yes, we can, definitely.
Okay, because I'm just a bit conscious. We've been going for about 50 minutes, and you know, I think it's been a fantastic session. It wouldn't be the same without you guys here, and I've really enjoyed jamming with you. But be nice to take a couple of questions from the community, and you know, they can be directed at us or one of the projects. I don't mind.
I think we shouldn't take questions until there are 10,000 viewers. You know, just
I love it. Hey, it's a fantastic turnout, I must say, given we only announced it on the weekend.
I think the main question that I see so far is whether we're going to do additional AMAs with the other projects of season 1.
Great question, and absolutely, because what we want to do is, as we get closer to the broadcast of the show, we want our communities to actually get to know each other, and we'll definitely do more AMAs.
And with the Knights as well. We're lining up that as well. The Knights.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Great.
Another question is around real world assets, because we got this Ritestream Studios concept where we use fractional NFTs for crowdfunding for movies and TV shows. People are asking, because we fit in the RWA theme, do we believe that we are a little bit more shielded from a volatile market, and that whether this will help us drive the token price?
I believe we are, because if you look at what we're doing, on the one hand, we've got the RWA narrative because of fractionalizing ownership of film and TV content, because that's how, you know, anyone can now be a producer. You know, even if you have $20 in your pocket, you can participate in film and TV projects. It was impossible to do that before. But at the same time, we've also got great utility for our token as well, with the watch to earn, watch to win, through the staking mechanisms, through booster packs for the watch to win. So there's multiple utilities. So we've kind of created a nice little moat around us, which means that regardless of what the market narrative is, where it goes, that our business model, the foundation is solid and it's very sustainable. So great question.
We got a question from Gunnar Ramsey, who's asking what our plan is for April and May in the run-up towards the launch of the show.
So, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead. Go on.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, we're gonna have a big announcement at Token 2049 in Dubai. Okay, we're gonna line up with Token 2049. We'll be having activations over there, events over there as well. We're talking to various partners and seeing what we can do. We will definitely. We have something with the DNA. Yep.
It's a multi-pronged approach. So essentially, we'll be doing a PR campaign in Web2 in very traditional media as well, because the show is going to go out to Web2 audiences as well as Web3. So there's a PR campaign planned around that. There are different marketing activities leading up to the broadcast of the show. And I didn't mention to you guys, actually, I'll be at Paris Blockchain Week literally next week as well. And I've got... We're doing like a mini CryptoKnights event on the 7th in Paris, and in partnership with an exchange called Kanga. It's a European exchange, and where projects will be coming and pitching. It's at a really, really cool location. It's an art gallery. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm flying over for that event. Plus, we're doing a partnership with DNA as well, which is Brock Pierce's fund. We will be showcasing CryptoKnights at that event in Paris next week. So that's kind of the start of our campaign, and there's a lot of other activities planned throughout April, May, and even beyond the broadcast of the show, of course.
Might have to link up with you there in Paris, Riaz.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll connect with the team and see if we can coordinate a coffee.
100%. Let's do that. I'll look forward to that.
Excellent. And there's a question from Super Z11 who's asking around what the plans are for season 2. And I mean, other than it being bigger, better, and louder, Riaz, what's your thoughts about season 2?
Whenever I'm producing a TV show, it's like the goal is season on season how to make it better. So every season we learn something. There are elements of the show that worked extremely well, and there are elements that can be improved. And we are making a few different format twists that are super exciting, and they're under wraps at the moment. But how shall I say? It'll be more fun from the project's point of view than it was last season, and you'll want to come back for the next season for that reason alone. I can't give anything away apart from that, but it's a very, very cool twist.
I think life goal for the projects will be to become a knight from now on.
There you go.
It'll be on season 11 or something, and just chew out people.
I hope not that long, Dennis. I'd like to see you there next year.
Let's see.
Let's take this baby to the moon and beyond.
One more question from Antonio, because we know there's going to be 11 episodes for season 1. But at what sort of frequency are they going to be released? Is it going to be on a weekly basis, Riaz?
Typically, streamers like to drop them all at the same time. So more than likely it'll be at the same time. So you'll have all 11 available, because people like binge watching, and you get hooked into an episode, then you want to go on to the next one, and so forth.
Okay. And I don't think there would be a AMA complete unless we had a question from our friend Kezia. Are there any plans of getting exchange listings before the show goes live?
Good. Look, I'm not too tied up in exchange listings, to be perfectly honest. I think what we have to do is execute well on the project. We have to build up volumes for our token. We have to create sustainability around our token, and then we will look at tier 1 listings. But right now, the focus is on building the project, and on marketing, on amplification, on executing the vision fully. Because once you do that, and the community is going to grow, and then it becomes a natural step to, we're on a number of sexes anyway, so we will go into bigger sexes beyond that.
going to too many exchanges too fast, too soon is not a wise thing. So many projects have done that, and but we've seen guys who, steadily built up that volume, and of course, lesson for the disruptors here as well. They're launching the token, so it's not what you think, right? Right? Sometimes exchanges can, not be beneficial. Let's put it that way.
In fact, I've got very good friends that had their projects on KuCoin, OKX. They've been on big exchanges, and they actually chose to delist because of the challenges that it poses being on some of them, and it's actually not so beneficial to the project. And there's a lot of intricacies around that. I know as a retail investor, people are just thinking about, the exchange. Can you be on Binance? Can you be on this or that? But it's not always a good strategy.
Can I chime in real quick about that?
I would love for you to, Mike. I know
Riaz is speaking some real wisdom here. I don't know how long Riaz has been in crypto, but it takes a lot of people a long time to learn that.
12 years.
Exchanges are not what they seem like. If you track all of the Binance first launches, like the projects that got listed on Binance as part of their launch over the last year, it's something like more than 90% of them were down only. Just terrible launches, and that's because the exchanges get such crazy deals because the projects are desperate for the exposure from them. But the deals they get, they just unload tokens onto the market. They extract a lot of value, and there's so many terms and conditions where they keep your security deposit, and they just harm the project in many ways, including some of the lesser exchanges will even steal tokens that users deposit. And they will take them off their own exchange, sell them on the DEX, and then pocket the profits. And there's no way to prove they're doing it because it's a black box. So people always ask for exchanges, but they don't usually know what they're asking for, which is not great for the project.
No, thanks, Mike. Thanks for chiming in. Spot on. And look, I've been in crypto since 2013. That's coming on to what, about 12 years now. So I've seen quite a lot over the years.
You're an
OG. Yeah. So I 100% agree with that. And exactly like I said about a launch strategy for the show, I know people have been rushing us, get it on air, but you have to do it right. It's the same with exchanges as well. At the right time with the right exchange, yes, but we're not going to rush into that.
Right.
All right.
I
think we've just gone over the hour. I'll just quickly go around the room. If anyone's got any thoughts, comments before we wrap, then please feel free to share.
Super excited. See you in Singapore. Maybe see you in Paris. See everybody else on our website and on the next AMA. And you will see me in Redacted, Series 1, Episode 1, coming to your screen sometime soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Dennis. Anyone else? Last words?
I have something. So if anybody here is a Web3 project and you want to be on season 2, we have already started casting. Okay. Just contact us, contact the mods, and let us know, and we can set up a casting call with you. All right. And don't forget the $100,000 staking airdrops that we're launching right now. It's live. So again, check with the mods how to get involved in that. I think it's a huge deal to get involved in that right now. And Token 2049, we'll be having the big announcement there. All right.
Yes, it's me.
Sure.
Yeah. So I want to know is that okay that we start asking our community to cheer us up? We want to have some campaign around the show.
Absolutely. Let's do this. And I think, in fact, that's a really good point. I want us all to collaborate because together we're a lot stronger and we can pool our resources. There's a lot more we can do. So let's coordinate our activities. If you're not already connected to Natasha in marketing, then do touch base with her. Joseph can intro, and then let's coordinate how we do this, and we can amplify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been in touch with all of you, so she's going to start gearing up with all of you. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
We encourage our community to vote for us, cheer for us.
Absolutely.
We are the one of the team make to the end.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
stuff. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate your time, and it's been an absolute joy. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Let's do this again.
Cheers.
John, Sam, Mike,
Thank you.
Dennis.
Good job.
Seeing you guys again.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Thanks
Cheers.
a lot.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.